We are hopefully live on the internet a whole minute early just to make sure that everything works and nothing is on fire. So if you're looking at this and you're thinking that's a horrible mess, yes, and it's going to get worse. But really, I was gonna say it's not as complicated as it looks, but because really there's only one thing going on here. It's this guy. We are printing not negative dudes, instead we are printing negative tags. Because why not? We can. And first we need to not beans, because there's a Mewtwo in here somewhere in the horrible pile of stuff and things. There is a Mewtwo that will energize the Joker, which is nice. We'll also destroy it and make it disco. Should be live, right? There's... One of these days I will learn. The Mewtwo, if we Mega Stone him into the correct dude, he will be a big old cool baseball card. Which is why we need this entire pile of just random stuff. We have, since last time, found some more... This guy? Smeargle. Why are you not working with... Do I need to do this in another way? If we... Oh wait, they are already set, never mind. An actual viewer, very cool, welcome. This is a bit of a wild one. I think I have this correct anyway, we might as well just play a hand and see that it works. We have a flower card that we can use, very cool. And just stuff and things happening in the pile. So there's an entire... Oh, you got the notification just now. Very cool. Welcome. We're trying to do some Gengar madness, and since I don't know how much I can stream currently, I did some not live stuff. And I have, instead of 2 Gengars, I have 1 Gengar. But we have 3 retriggers, so we can make more... so much stuff going on in that pile, it's insane. This is now a Disco Invisible Man. It's also energized, it was really the only thing I could do that on. I think there is, like there's this guy. So that, I mean, the 4th route here doesn't really matter, it's just the more ships we have on a card, the more good it is. But we have these, like, re-trigger guys, so... I don't know how many octopus I have now, like 4 or 5? 4. Mewtwo will gain a multiplier for the disco guys, and we Mega Stoned him last time, so that he was basically a big cool baseball card. And that is now the plan, like, that's why I want to have all these jokers. Which we're using this guy for. And we have then... That is a blueprint, this is also a blueprint. So we have... Why is it not compatible with that? Like, surely I should be able to use... This works, okay. So we can technically get, I think, 4 negative tags per blind. But I have to make it less, I don't think we can afford that, I'm not gonna have the score. Or maybe I will now, because there's just so much stuff in here. Some of them are useful. Like there was a Blissey over here somewhere. This guy. So we can print disco cards, and card management has been by far the biggest problem here. So if I can get them to be red seals, and we can get like some other stuff on them, we can play them through a 4 of a kind with this guy and get a big old cool score. We had a lot of these already. Hanged Man, perfect. We need to do, the only thing I need to do is get rid of stuff, because this is... I've been printing so many cards that I don't want or need. No, because basically everything here is now negative. There is a Pokédex in here somewhere. With the showman in his Game Boy is what I see that as now. We can't, I don't have any red, like, I have red seal things that I want to make more of, but I never find them. Do we have an Earth Boy? We probably do. Really need disco cards. Do we need... I can't fit in another dude. Let's just get some energy, why not? This could be a darkness energy for something dark in here, maybe. I don't know what this guy is. This is apparently a very cool guy that I have never seen before. But it will also evolve, so I'm assuming it can be even better. The main thing now, though, is because we have the ability to print negative tags, we need to land useful things with them, preferably. And the only way I can do that is to just save scum horribly. I guess we can just do this now. We have a Pikachu apparently. Like, if we just slam in the energy cards, they will tell me roughly what we have. This guy is not bad. I mean, we're not gonna play those cards though. So it's tricky running this when I don't really know the mod. I don't know how many of you have played Pokemon either, but it's really all on the octopuses are re-triggering cards. We get the score out of Metagross, whatever he's called. That's basically it. The rest is just literally random negatives that Gengar has printed over time. And it's gonna get worse. I think I know this mod more than normal Pokemon now. Is there anything in here that's like useful? This guy can see cards. We could get... This is another octopus. We could have like 4 of them. Or 5 of them. Sure, so this was 17 bucks. Let's just save scum it. Why not? We can slam in an actual useful negative and we can keep the score going that way. Hopefully. We're also looking for basically all the evolution stones, probably except that one. We have... This guy needs a shiny stone. That will just evolve over time. Oh yeah, we have some of this also, like... Another retrigger just from a dude. A retrigger if all the same suit. We are trying to play all the suits though. Heracross is incredible if we Mega Evolve him, but then we cannot have Mega Gengar. It's a problem. We need a Dusk Stone. We need a Thunder Stone, Moon Stone, Leaf Stone. All the stones except the Sun Stone. Another Water Stone. This is never going to happen. All these Pokemon with their demands. So was it now? I've already forgotten. Is it this a 1 more reroll? It was now. Perfect. It's easy to fix at least. Yeah, but I think we already have a Sunflora. I think that's my cash generator. It's a grass thing, this. So this is already evolved. It's making me 2.5 bucks whenever we do basically anything, which is amazing. So that is really why I can afford to do things in the shop. We just need to get this right, because I don't think I can do... I think we still need... You are on that, Smeargle is on that, you are on... You should be on the Metal Crab, I think, in order to have enough score. We shall see. When Stuff and Thing happens, we have 3 tags. We have an owl that can predict what we draw, which is nice. Previously, I refused to play 8s for Octillery because we had... Turns out that if you ditto up Octillery, you have a... whatever it's called in the normal game. It will last for 5 rounds and then it's out. Which we can just completely break with not playing an 8. He's sold now though, so now we are actually playing 8s. Yeah, that's the one. And we could also, like, I could reset his count, I think, with Mewtwo, which was also interesting, so... The biggest problem now is that I want to keep this pile, because more jokers is really the whole goal now. But we have... This guy is the problem, so whenever I play a lucky card, I just get a copy of it. So I'm going to just infinitely create more cards that I don't want. Because we have... Like, I have something in here with red seals. Maybe some of these. Or if it's just this thing. But I'm just never gonna draw them because we're playing all sorts of other stuff. We need to play 4 of a kind. This, we don't need this because we're not playing right. So let's just see where this is at score-wise. So Blissey making more cards. We have re-triggers through just a load of stuff in the middle that I don't know what it does. But really it's the like 1.68 multiplier and the disco thing re-triggering again and again, which is going to be all the score. And then I think Mewtwo again has multiplier based on the disco jokers we have, but most of them are now not disco. Doesn't look amazing score-wise, honestly. Maybe it's fine. No, it's kind of fine. And we evolved some things. Not you. Laffy. Okay, this is actually going to scale with Blissey. We like there's going to be a combo or two in here that I will never be able to keep track of. But we now get this guy. Like whatever that's gonna be stuff. This is going to be another octopus eventually, so I can just sit in here. Diglett's gonna dig and do things. Thunderstone. And we have a Pikachu in here, like... I'm sure this is one of the things we needed. Yeah. Nice. Leaf Stone also. Who needs a Leaf Stone? I don't know this guy. Cool. Just stick it all in here. Did we need a stone for Flaffy as well? No, it's going to evolve with multiplier, right? So this guy I would have actually liked to have. Sadly, he's immune to the negative thing. But like, he will scale up more free rerolls, which is cool if we're digging for things anyway. Do we have an Earth Joker? We probably have. Just randomize someone randomly, whatever. Sunflora also giving cash when we use a consumable, so we could just double tap that if we want. Moonstone. Surely there was someone for that as well. Dusk, Shiny. Thunderstone we already did. Clefairy, right. Just evolve the whole pile, why not? Wait, is Mystery Egg... If it's in the shop, it's going to be random, if I understand that correctly. But we could just... Do we want a negative version of this guy and just print eggs? Surely that's fantastic, right? If we just want more jokers. That means, again, I have to go back in time. Let's try that. Literally no reason to not have random negative eggs. So was it on the next... I should have checked them. This is the hardest part about streaming, paying attention to all the things. It was... at 9 maybe, yeah, let's just see. Yeah, 9, perfect. Nice to have actual reliable people with eyeballs in the chat, because I sure don't have them. Welcome, cool person. It's nice that... Like, I'm still impressed that I get only, like, nice people commenting on stuff. It's not what I expected. But it's way easier to just keep going that way. What do we want? We don't need a Thunderstone, we used one. We could just have... We have nothing to energize with water. Can I do something to this card? Not really. Whatever, do we just... Surely we just do this at least so we have less lucky cards to play, so Blissey doesn't just corrupt the entire pile. Ignore the consumables. And we had enough score. Just get the random, like, keep the dudes here. So this is like the side of the pile I keep track of. This is just a collection of retriggering octopuses. This is the Gengar stuff. Everything else is madness. If we can draw... But the wild cards are super useful here as well, because we have these flower cards that... Glass cards are cool with 2 multiplier. Flower card is 3 multiplier, but we need all the suits unless we have a wild card. So wild card and as many flower cards as possible, and then the rest use disco cards is the way to go. Now they should of course have had... Like we need a disco rock in here as well, and it would be cool to have red seals on them, but... So this I think is this guy. Like it's only 8 ships on that card, so it's not an amazing multiplier. But this is like, especially if this was a disco as well. So it's 1.68 multiplier per time the card is played from Metagross, and that's reactivated, and we have I don't know how many octopus, 5 retriggers or whatever. And the disco aura. And whatever else is going on in that pile of random garbage. Also got an item card from the ace. 40 east, so like we need to do one more retrigger on... Okay, that skates with cash. Did I not... No, the Moonstone is later now, right? Victory Bell. That's also retriggering because we're playing 8s. Cool. Actual combos. Purely accidental. We got this guy too. Can also Mega Evolve. So the problem with this, we only have one of these. Like I don't know how many dudes I have that can Mega Evolve. But this is also weird. So now we have, in our Pokemon collection, we have a random human. Oologist. Pronouncing that horribly wrong. I'm going to pronounce everything wrong. That's just the way it's gonna go. Moonstone, very cool. Some cash. And then we have 300 bucks, which is nice. A random bug and another Pikachu, like not the best, but they can just sit in there. 40 jokers. Nice collection. Do we need a Moonstone for anything else? The thing here is that I'm fairly certain I saw a Ghastly in here, so there's... I did. Okay, cool. This guy is immune to the negative as well, so we can get him, but we could get a Ghastly. Problem is it might self-destruct. I don't have a linking cord, so I can't evolve him instantly. But we could try bringing him. Because the way I had this before is that this guy for the negative tags, but also a normal Gengar to make jokers negative as we go. The problem is that with 40 jokers, chances that he just picks something that is already negative and he will do nothing. Basically 100%. But we could try it still. Or are we at the boss already, so I can't even do the negative? I should check that really before I just zone out. We are at the boss, yes, so we can't do anything, right? I don't think we have anything we can sell either to pick up, like... We can spend some cash, see if we find some more cool things. Like evolution cards, mainly. Again, I really want to have death cards. I think we just make another wild card, because they are fantastic. So we can't do the Ghastly then. Unless we sell one of the 7,000 octopi in here. That sounds like a very big brain move that I can do for sure. Can just slap that down on a template. Snorlax. That's a scaling. It's a very slow scaling guy unless we have like 50,000 leftovers. Can we find like... Oh, we actually got a free egg already. And it works, right, it's not... Did we need a waterstone for someone? I'm sure we did. So it's not based on the Pokemon we have now. It could be, if it's based on the ones in the store, it's going to be this guy. Or if it's just random, we get just a random guy. We have a Rhydon also. Okay. We need a cord. Duskstone, I know, I'm sure I had another Waterstone boy. This one. Actually, we don't need disco cards. We could bring it and we can also... There's a better way to do this. Because we can also do... Whatever I was thinking about. Here it's important though, because we need to have someone who's not negative out front, because Mewtwo will destroy this guy, for example. We can just he will energize a Joker, which I would have liked to use, but I can't, because he will turn anything negative into disco, and we have more Jokers than we can fit in, and everything is beansed. But we have to... Oh, you cannot work with the egg. Surprise. Let's stick the egg here. Let's just do this, because Gengar doesn't work on bosses. So you can go on here. You can go on this guy. That works. We have 3 re-triggers on him, so now we can really test where we're at score-wise. We shouldn't need all of that, but... So this, I need to find... We can boost the ships on this, for example. But it's also... This gets tricky fast, like... We can add 50 ships to this, which is good, because that's going to be a bigger multiplier of this guy. But I need to somehow make this a lucky card, so that I can then force Blissey to make it disco. So like, there's so many steps here. But we can do this. So I don't know if this is actually better now, because it doesn't have the disco aura for the re-trigger, but it has way more ships for a bigger multiplier every time it's played. So it could be good, it could be awful, but at least we know. We want this, we want this. I have to play 4 of a kind. Everything else is illegal. We have this guy in place. So this should now be some insane score, hopefully. And we can get like an idea of how late this can go. And then we just continue to make it worse and completely unmanageable by slamming in random negative things. Less random if we just cheat and save scum the shop. And that's again Blissey making more cards, perfect. So I need... Either we need to sell him. I don't want to sell him because the whole point is the stack. So we just have to handle whatever he does. But as long as we get a single red seal disco card, we can print the good card, and then we find 95E. And some level ups and things. Holy Wrath. Egg is gonna pop in a bit. We got... What else did we get? We got a Marowak, maybe. Puzzle slot is nice. But we have so many. Starmie we did now. More cash is more good. Clefable is also new. Something with clubs. You can go back here. More kept. Perfect. Now we can carry some cards. Does anyone need a Firestone? Probably not. But now we need to again shop for whatever we want negative. This is... I'm sure there are other ways to use this, but I basically only just rip the cash out of the dudes. $1 each. It's going to be interesting to see what this evolves to, because it's already a brainstorm. But can it be a better brainstorm? Like, what would be an upgraded brainstorm? That has to be amazing. Duskstone. There wasn't another Moonstone, right? We did Clefairy. So I'm just trying to evolve them just so we have like a vague idea of what we can find, because there's not a complete wiki for this. And this is just the octopi dudes. So no Moonstone. More egg is more good. My profile... I was wondering when someone was gonna ask that. That is from... The first video I ever made was on Skyrim. It's not on YouTube. But I found a race mod where I could be an IKEA born, and being Swedish, that was perfect. So what it is really, it's just a standard whatever Nord, and you've taken the head and replaced it with a share. That's it. Probably come up with something better, but that's what I have. Probably one of the dumbest profile pictures I could have, honestly, but it's perfect. Hopefully we can do some Skyrim at some point. Disco Loom. Mashoktak. Right, we're looking for... Do we want to have another Chansey to make more lucky random? That's gonna be just horrible. Mr. Mime. Retrigger cards, that's not bad. That's at 13 bucks. We could have a second Metagross. That's going to be fantastic for score. And also this guy now is actually fine, because the octopi, if you don't play an 8, they will debuff themselves. So we can actually play the last hand now, so this guy is going to be relevant. And I think also when he evolves, maybe he prints spectral cards, so we have like a replacement for Sixth Sense. We could skip the animations also, we don't need to see this every time. It's going to take 1,000 years to do anything at all. Do we want to have more cash out of that? We get the egg. Just, the eggs can be wherever. Just I need to see the jokers that do things. So I think this was now 13 bucks. Okay, honestly I need to just write it down. Nope, if we can find any more red seals. I'm just gonna check again because I don't trust myself. No, it was past 13 bucks maybe. Yep. So this is, we're just playing Cheesemon now. Cheating in the shop with every possible opportunity. But how good can we push? What would that be? This is the opposite of good. This is a chaotic pile of random garbage. We need to set up Gengar now. So you, I think it's enough to have you, like one retrigger. If we do this, we have double Gengar. We have one Smeargle on Metagross, and we have you on this works. I think that's enough. We shall see. It's down to the disco cards. We have the cool card again. I can't make it. We need a lucky card. Like, I need to remember all the 17,000 things. Well, you're going to push me to like 47 million subscribers, because that would be quite cool. I think I could retire at that point. So 3 Disco 8s. The retrigger thing with the more stuff. I think we have animation skip now, but... Still 84E. So what do we have? I mean, it's the disco cards and the retriggers, right? That's what's doing all the score. But that means we can have more Gengar we don't need. Especially now, I mean... Because this guy, we are only playing 4 of a kind, so he's actually going to become a big cool boy at some point also. Problem now is also, we had eggs. This one is not popped yet. I think that's... was from an egg, because it has 1 energy and it shouldn't have otherwise. So that's what we got, and we should have another one of that guy anyway. Yep. We have this guy, get in the pile. Like 45 jokers is kind of ridiculous. I just tried the mod because there's been requests for modded stuff. I want to try mods. There's a million mods. This seemed like a cool one to start. But it's really hard to get into the mods when they have like 400 new jokers. Like, it's insane. Do we have a Pichu as well? Like, it's funny, I go through this, but I'm not reading it at all. Oh yeah, we got one. Yeah, you're right, because we evolved him. We found another Pikachu and we had... Right, cool. The entire line. Could have this guy for just more cash, it's not bad. Like, we're not playing that many diamond cards, but we are playing wild cards. A natural negative, why not? And also 3 in 2 chance, because we have one of these guys somewhere is increasing the chances of things happening. Lucky cards are better, also cool. I'm considering multiplayer as well, is like, because I don't play normal Balatro, I'm going to be 100% the worst multiplayer player of all time. But it can still be fun. Like, I don't care about losing. This is also sad, we can't have a negative Eevee because he's immune with the cool effect. Could have a negative Magikarp though. Or we can just keep digging and see if we find something better. This guy is also used. You can't use him, he explodes. Could have a bull. Could have another dog. Could have a bird. A gas boy. I guess I should use these also. I'm just gonna use this as well. Like, more cash dudes would be good. Plus 1 hand size is also nice. Do we just get this guy? But then we get this guy that's going to explode. That's not good. Because if we want, like... We need to remember the goal. It's just more stuff. So we can't have exploding dudes, really. We could also just go in and gamble. See what we get, like, randomly. I don't want to delete stone cards because we are using them playing 4 of a kind. More egg. Where do we stick the eggs so we can keep track of them? Because I guess they have to be over here. Everything is a face card. That could be a problem. Magician? Which magician? Or like a previous... That's kind of useful, because those are the seed cards. If we can play more of those, they are super cool. Just like... So this was what, now 29 bucks. Oh yeah, right, because I'm not looking at normal game stuff. So I'm successfully in the head of at least one person. The power grows. Let's just go in randomly, like I'm not finding anything good. And we had a crazy enough score that how do we... We do this. Can we do four? Can we get away with 4 tags? We can now make... Right, so... The big brain idea from chat is we can maybe find the good card and we can make it a lucky card. I mean, at least I'm doing something right. I can live with that. So this is... Like, it's very useful to see what we draw, but we also know that we are, again, not finding what we want. Because... Well, I could play, I guess. We can play not 4 of a kind, actually. We can just fish for more cards. But then we're going to print also more cards that I don't want. I think we just get rid of some of these lucky cards, honestly, because... I can play 3. I don't really need the rock either, I think. But like, where are the red seals? They don't exist. All the jokers are now worth nothing. That's also nice. We've nuked the pile. 47 jokers worth not a single dollar. Kind of impressive. Just gonna play... We are drawing another 8, so like it's fine to just play them away. It's also way too greedy. And there we have it, of course, beyond what we can play. Perfect. We can also do just like randomly, because there are ways to decrease the rank here, so... But did we have someone that evolves with the Dusk Stone? Surely they should have evolved, because I've used every single one I've found. Shiny Stone still, Thunderstone. Let me just sell it. And just play the 4 of a kind. Get some more random lucky cards. It's not enough. Okay, so we cannot do all the negative tags. We still need 1 retrigger on Metagross. Which is probably not at all how you pronounce him, but that's what I'm going with. So we have 1 on him now, and we have Gengar, this guy pretending to be Gengar, and then a Smeargle on that guy. Cool. Nice, more that now I literally don't have time to do anything else if I'm going to make videos. It's just do the runs. And it takes the entire week. Oh, well, the week of my downtime. But now we know that we're not drawing the card that we need, so let's just slam in the 4 disco cards and see what happens. $73 ease. So really what we need to do then is evolve. I mean, it's going to take 1,000 years if he gets 4 ships per hand. Perfect. And it was also like I tried to make content on normal runs, but they did horribly. So I don't think that's worth either. This guy is also actually relevant if we play a rock card every time. Do we want hazard cards? I guess we're going to have to just live with. I mean, it's faster now, because now I can just, you know, speak things, and it's generally fine. I don't have to do 12 years of prep and stuff, but it's more like solving this takes time. It's fun to do, so I don't mind, but it's going to be slow. Do we want this guy in again? We're not playing aces anymore. We could get a negative EV, and then I'm just going to... Yeah, that's exactly what they are. We have a lot of deck clogging, but we also have 50 dudes in here now. It's a boss anyways, it doesn't matter. Death card, very nice. Hanged Man, amazing. Random dog. Did we need a moonstone? We need a shiny stone, which I actually remember. Cool, so we have a dude in here somewhere. This guy, right? So what would he evolve to? Okay, I've never seen what's beyond this, but we can make a shiny whatever. First I will just nuke some cards. Shiny stone will also... It's going to remove the rock thing though. Let's just see what happens with this. It removes that also, right? Yeah, but he's already that. So he's going to be something else. So you see the same guy, just cooler. More eggs. There is one problem again with the eggs now. We need to have the not negative octopus man. I'm just gonna stick him here so we can keep track. It's going to be a cooler egg, like, eggs are nice. Asset cards can get lost. And how am I ever going to get... So he evolved, but he doesn't do anything different. And he was on Gengar, so this doesn't matter. He can actually be changed. Okay, that's cool. So if we do this... Not you. Where's this guy? There. I honestly don't know what happened to my voice, because like all voices, it changes, like, naturally. But it's kind of just happened as I started recording and listening to myself. I realized that I can drop very low. It requires focus and being sort of relaxed, which is very hard to do, it turns out. Just play through, see if we can find the... Well, I can't play through without ruining the deck, of course. Should have learned by now. Another Duskstone, now worth 16 bucks because we have new dudes. But it's really just a side effect of having to listen to myself speak and realizing that some of this is quite nice, some of it I find annoying. We're getting more ease. I don't even know how necessarily. I can live with being a caveman. We got a Zigzagoon. We got... That guy is not evolved yet. What is doing the score? Then I need to keep working on the voice. Keep it nice and good. Because it's like relaxing is the hard part, but then I can go stupidly low. Do we want to sell that? Like, I mean, I know you're probably right, but we have... Where is he? What was his name again? The seed guy, right? Lantern. All these guys doing stuff and things in the pile. No, this guy, the Rockman. So is it really worth having one less guy? Because I've already forgotten which Mewtwo it is, but when we megaed him into the right cool one, he had a like 3 multiplier for every Joker. So we would have 50 times 3. Actually, with the extra chance for things to happen, the hazard cards are guaranteed to explode. So he's actually fine to keep, I would say. Disco Bird. Yeah, but I think it's fine. Because if I just keep that card in hand, it's guaranteed to be destroyed. If like this is fantastic because we need energy. We're going to get random energy, but we have, like, what's the energy count now? 8 is the maximum, and I have nothing is even close to that. So this is another way we can ramp the score. That's random item cards. Do we just stick this on like a random disco 8? Like, why not? Immolate would have also been good, yeah. Now this is interesting. So that's 10 bucks. We can get the Ghastly. We can then get the cord if he survives. We have another Gengar. I want to do that. And then maybe, depending on when I saved, we can do the Immolate card because that's smarter. But we need to do something about energy as well. No, it's after the pack, right? Never mind. But it was 10 bucks, so we just leave here, I think. And I don't think we can... Well, I'll move them now. We have Gengar. Because I don't know why, but I can't do Smeargle on another Smeargle. It doesn't work. So Smeargle, Metagross, Zoroark, not this guy. Where's the other one? So you are now incompatible for whatever reason. So like this. This works. There we go. So if I keep this, it will just be destroyed. So you just need to remember to keep them. And we actually have... Now we can do the things. So I mean, this might as well just be a lucky card, why not? But this is now the chosen card, because it also has extra ships. Let's just make also so we have a disco one of these things, and we should also dupe this card, because we're going to... Yeah, finally. And now... Sadly, it's still going to be... It's the first one that activates that becomes disco, so we play those first. Because this is not a lucky card, so that's fine. I have to play 4, but the problem now... I mean, we don't care about the random elephant that's going to scale with... Let's just see how this plays. Because if we play only 5 card hands, we also have another guy that ramps up. And we do have a Heracross in here somewhere, so we could at some point... Step out of Gengar, we could mega that guy, we could reactivate him 50 times, and he will re-trigger the cards twice. So we can play even more disco. So we could make just... Like, the dream is to just make 5 of those, and then make them bonus cards again. Because then we can keep scaling the ships on them some more, and we can have a bigger multiplier. We can delete all the lucky cards, and we can just be done with Blissey. Or do we not want to do that? Because we have... Did Egg Boy evolve? I think we missed him as well. Or rather, I forgot us. Because there's too much stuff in here. Yeah, this guy. Now a flying egg bird. So lucky cards, we might actually want to play lucky cards. Because we can also energize this guy. And he can be better. And we have eggs coming in. A ghost, a bird. So we're now going to be able to see 6 cards that we draw, so we see more cards than we get. Just, I think Ghastly here to keep track of everything else, just so it stays the same, because it's a mess to handle. I also wonder how far we can take this. Like, I had 200 jokers in the base game at whatever point. I'm not sure we can top that with only 3. Like, it's not enough per round. We need something else. And are we now just going to delete random lucky cards? I guess we are. With the best card we could find. We can get the value back in the jokers. I mean, if we have it, why not? Oh yeah, we also get cash for using these things. Like, it's kind of wild, the stuff in this mod. More eggs. I mean, that guy was a fantastic pickup. So for all the weirdness of him not being a Pokemon, he's creating more cool stuff than anyone else ever has. And energy cards. Like, I want energy cards. So I think we just buy that. Do we want an Earth card? I don't know. I'm just gonna use literally all of them. Like, boost the boys. This is also actually relevant, because we are going to have only 8s eventually. Also making an obscene amount of cash. I don't know if that's just the Sunflora or whatever it is, but we have cash. It's nice. This is also nice. We can now make, if we find those cool 8s, we can make them... We can make one of those guys. But then I have to use something first. Do we just skip the death card? I think maybe we do. We can make another like this, is not bad. But then I can't use this to get the other guy. It's kind of useless anyway. Well, whatever, give me the cash. But what do we want to have in the pile? Make more seed cards. I'm also missing half the things in the shop because I can apparently only focus on one thing at once now. Which is whatever jokers we have. Waterstone also nice. Don't really feel like I have room. Because we need to keep this in case Ghastly survives. We can turn him into a Gengar. If he doesn't survive, whatever, but we need to have this in case. Something with sell value. Oh, we've already used that. Do we need a leaf stone for anyone? Or did I do that already? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Alright, because we have the increasing thing, of course. I thought he was still just a banana. But that's basically guaranteed, you're right. Well, let's just roll the dice anyway. We might as well see. We have the stuff. I mean, that's never gonna be relevant. Cash Bird, which we can't get because he's 4th in line. This guy. Do we just get the rerolls? It's going to take many antis for him to scale up, but maybe that's fine. 27 bucks. The chances that we find just another Smeargle or whatever, very unlikely. Unless just... I mean, he's going to explode, but at least we will know. We have the right card. Keep this, actually, because now we need to also have... Welcome, more people. Because we need to also have a wild card, which we will draw. But it's going to be better to just make one of these a wild card, so we also have a red seal on that. Do I want to... I think I want to... Do we want to print more of these first? We only have 2, right? Yeah. Let's just wait. We need to play that first. And then I guess we play... not another lucky card. Because then we can ignore... Then we don't have to print other random cards. He's actually not dead. It's impressive. I did hear a lot of things happen. This is new. And like whatever, they're going to do whatever they do in that pile. I have given up of keeping track. It's just add stuff. The next now is the boss, right? Yep. What is that doing actually? Random type is debuffed every hand. I mean, we have... Realistically, we have all the types. More egg. We also need to fix this. Like, we need to have... you again as the target. So we don't nuke a negative into not being negative. That would be bad. Or do we just nuke... Did I lose Ghastly already? I'm sure he was alive. Did he change his mind? Did I move him? What happened? Because it could be that it happens after the round, but there's definitely not a Ghastly here now. Back up to some actual cash. Another Ghastly, but I mean, those chances are just, they are so bad. And we don't have room. Now it's $8. Whatever. It's like we're not doing anything with value, so let's just nuke it. Could make another one of these. This energy stuff is good. I don't want to make too many not red cards though. This could go into someone randomly. Can't reroll. That's pretty bad. That's the entire run dead in one boss. I guess we can make the money back, but it's like... Is it worth it? So what's debuffed? Grass? I don't think that matters. And play the energy card, which is cool. Like some of the random stuff. We need more of this. I mean, we basically just have to do it this way now. We should be making more of these. I need to also probably find a hanged man. At least one per round and start nuking down the deck because it's terrible. But we have the ease. And we have some more egg boys coming in, and Onyx. That's pretty bad also. And I guess if we evolve him, it's going to be a steel card instead. So do we have to sell him actually, because that's the problem? Or do I just play a rock first? We can sacrifice something, right? We can make a disco rock with him. That's not so bad. I think I forgot to buy the voucher. Yeah, I did. More eggs. Also, having the eggs here is bad because that's like the guy who does the thing here. You need to be on Gengar. Hanged Man. Do we? I mean, we can sell this now. We get a lava snail. It's just a splash in a fancier form. This guy. You get the bramble guy again. You could get another reroll, dude, and some random stuff after that. Kinda just want more hangmans. Seems to be the best play I can think of. So how is this still 50 bucks if the Dusk Stone is now nothing? Is it because we're adding so many new guys? Or is it counting like something else? So this guy sounds horrible, but he is rare, so surely he has to evolve into something useful. But that's going to nuke. Like, it doesn't say that they reset. Hopefully they do after the round, but that's not bad. There's nothing really super interesting here either. Except the rat. So this is the Bidoof. Was there another one? I think there was. But as usual, I don't remember where. We could get this guy that's actually with. Because he did something with stone cards last time. That's maybe useful. That was 16 bucks. We can do that. And we can finally nuke some cards as well. With this. Okay, this should be fine. Go in, we delete some random cards that we don't want. Might as well keep this as well for an item card, it's not bad. I think I do want to keep this also. And this, because we want to destroy it. But I still want, I mean, I shouldn't fish for more things, I guess, just... Wait, we have an Onyx now, so the first thing is going to be a rock card, so we can do this. We can have a Disco Rock. But then how are we ever going to find that again? And I should play this second so we can re-trigger that. I think this is just one of these where we have to live with that a lot of things are just not going to work. It's going to be impossible. Oh baby, right, they need to be this. That's bad because now we have the re-trigger guy, doesn't work, so I guess they are just going to have to be forever babies. It's just gonna be that way. Wow, a credit card in the form of a water boy. Yeah, we could, but do we want this guy? Look, I mean, we have to try whatever he does. I mean, the dream is to just play that same Disco Rock again, but that is so unlikely. But I guess maybe you're right. Wait, we don't have Splash, so we can't just chuck a random card in there. It has to be... But we will always have a hazard card that we could make into... It's still going to be just more cards. So I mean, there aren't really any good ways to do this. Let's just have him there so we can make him... I'm assuming if we evolve him, it's going to be just a steel card instead. Like, it's not gonna... We can't save him. Do we have another Pikachu? Maybe we do. Oh yeah, the babies, they are just going to be... No, we had this guy though. And surely that like we have enough cash now that surely we can find something useful. I'm guessing the blueprint boy, I mean he is rare, but how rare? Do we have anything fire? We must have something fire. This guy, Big Bear. Random item cards, I mean, it's not bad. More eggs. I'm guessing the problem is that the eggs are going to be... It's all going to be babies, right? And they are never going to evolve. Because then we can't use one of the most useful guys we have. We could get the rat, more retriggers. Could get another rat and this guy. That's also a massive problem though. That seems insane. The problem now... Do we get her just because that's such a massive problem? We get the hand size, very nice. But every time we play a lucky card, we're going to get even more cards. And we're also going to dupe the stone card from Onyx. Like, this is... I guess the question is, do we purge so that we have something playable? Or do we just stick to literally everything? And it will just have to be mad. Because we can make this... It has to be more bad is more good is my read on this. It's at 26 bucks. Sure, let's just make it horrible. This is exactly what I was expecting from streaming. I don't know if I even loaded. I already forgot if it was 26 bucks. It was 26 bucks. I didn't load. The good thing is that if we can ever clone that Disco Rock, we can make sure to keep cloning more of it. We don't have a fighting type. How do we not have a fighting type? Dragon scale, random items. And I do remember it was 26 now. Also the egg, right. Get in the pile, get lost, never to be seen again. This is like a death sentence being in here. So it should be the next one. Do a save just in case. I don't trust myself to do anything right in this. We can delete. Is this the other random that debuffed so many cards? Yeah. We just need to see how this goes as well. Like, it could be the end of the world as we know it. Might have to be fine. We keep the hazard cards because we want to delete them. We could also make the pink seal thing a rock. Like, that is fine. I suppose. We're not going to be able to play this, which is a bit sad. But we have a lot of disco 8s. This is not disco, actually. That's terrible, but... At least that should not re-trigger. Or do we just... I mean, the safe thing is this, right? But if we play... I'm gonna get more rocks. What do we want more of? Pink seal maybe is still good. I don't even know what happened. I don't think we got the rock because that's not a card being added, it's just duping, making that card a rock. We also didn't even buy her yet, that would be why. That's just too much stuff. Can use this. It's not that many rocks, it's going to be more rocks. Is it bad if we just go all rocks again? Glass card is also nice, we can nuke those. A bird, I think we have more than one of him also. But now it's boss time, so it doesn't matter. We can still roll for some stuff. I should buy the voucher, so I remember. The real question is, can we have more of these? Because if I read the Pokédex right, it says only like Pokemon from the same evolution line, so items are not actually dupable. Wherever he is. Somewhere in this horrendous pile of... There we go. Only Pokemon, right. So we cannot do that. Turn. Oh yeah. Because the chance is 4 in 4. So get glass cards 100% dead. Do we want to make more of those? Yeah, the showman is living in a Game Boy and he is somehow worse. But this is good, we can just literally get rid of cards with this for free. Perfect. We could just energize someone randomly. Don't really care about this. Sure. Bam. Someone got energized. Who? I don't know. Wild cards. But it's going to be random rank, that's the problem. Just, we could have brought it also, whatever. Disco Man. This I could have actually stuck into the money maker, but it's gonna be fine. I guess we just move on. We need to reshuffle a bit for the boss because Gengar doesn't care about bosses. So we move you like here. We have and that's still all the retriggers we have, right? Again, a very bad boss, but one reroll should be fine here. It's just this is what we have to play. Could also make and the glass card. And then do we play a dead card? Is still gonna might still dupe. We're going to get a rock again, actually. We can avoid. Now we might get double rock. How is it 1600 ships? What happened to this rock? Because I think what's happening now is the 4 of a kind guy gives a multiplier if we play 4 of a kind in the hand. We are playing 4 of a kind. I think it also counts the rock. If the rock has that many ships, like, because this thing is 3.49 and some other multipliers. But that's like the consistent one. But it's like 1600 ships compared to 8 ships. I can't even mouse over anything now. Everything is broken. Perfect. Things are happening. And the game sound is a bit loud. It's still loud. I dropped it by 20 decibels. But we have a score at least. Well, soon. Come on. 200, I duped an egg, that's bad. That's one slot waste. I mean, there's going to be... Why is there energized on the middle of, like... So this is... That's with retriggering everything on the actual scoring joker though, but... 200... Does this mean I have to play this very late in the game as well? I literally cannot finish a video this week if we have to play at this pace. That is impossible. Yeah, because we have this guy running 4 times and the like 5 or 6 retriggers per card. We have the multiplier from lucky cards. We have the rock was like 1600 ships, so the 4th root of that is significantly higher than the root of 8, so that was an insane multiplier. I have no idea what happened to that rock. Now it's 900. Where's this one? Like, why is that such a cool rock? I can live with a cool rock, that's fine. But all of these are like... We're also going to have less score now because we're going... I don't want more lucky cards. I do want maybe more of these. An ace, perfect. Now we have random cards. We could get another Blissey and just ruin everything. But I now have a problem where I made... I think I need to sell that egg. Because I have to sell something now that's not negative. That's the problem. That's an octopus. We need that one. I mean, you're looking at madness. I don't know what we're looking at either. We are using a Gengar to make negative tags, which that's in the base game. That is something we understand. We can do that every 2 out of 3 rounds in an ante. We're just making random negatives, which is insane. It has literally no purpose other than being crazy. And we have a Mewtwo somewhere in here that we can evolve to get a multiplier based on the jokers we have. So there is a plan. I don't think we will ever get to that point. Could have another Sunken for more cash. That's not the worst idea. Because then we can go and roll really deep. Maybe we just do that. We could have another Togepi as well. Because that guy is doing stuff with the lucky cards that I guess we are now sort of forced to play. This one, I think I need to sell because we are 1 over. Because we cannot add even a negative now. Could also save scum and not nuke the egg. That is an option. I've played the mod a couple of times. I've played Pokemon also, but it's literally 1,000 years ago. I have very little memory of Pokemon. $9 is what we have him. Oh wait, I don't want Graveler minus hand size. Let's look for something else. The Pokemon is also, it's been around for so long, it's a massive game. I'm sure it's just insane with all sorts of things in it now. Don't really want this, we might as well have that. I don't even know the next time I will be live, so that's hard to say, but good luck with the test. I had the worst possible grade in Spanish possibly achievable ever, so I'm not gonna give you any tips. Like, I think the teacher gave me a passing grade in Spanish 1 if I promised to not take Spanish 2. That's how bad it was. But we're not really finding anything super interesting to slam in here now, so it's going to have to be just more... Do we want a garbage bag? Garbage man? I'm always using all the discards, so that's going to be hard to use. We could get this guy in for splash. We don't really need him with but that's a way we can use... Like we can use a trash card for the... Maybe this is the best we can do. Sunkern Metapod 36 and this guy. I mean, I'm sure he's good. I'm just saying I am addicted to using the discards, so he's never going to trigger ever in my game. So what did we say, 36? I mean, he makes cash, that's always useful. I'm also amazed that these are worth 50 bucks when we have just used all the stones to drain every single cash money from everything in the pile. Yeah, it was 35 or 36. The egg. We could also have an Eevee, because many evolutions. I'm sure one of them is useful, which one I have no idea. I'm just gonna do more saves. There are more of the garbage bag man, so I don't think he's going to be that hard to find. So it should be here. Let's just trust that is correct. Never a good thing to do. Grimer, right? We have a legendary, so what do we sell? Which ones are even not negative? You are negative. We have an octopus. I mean, they are useful. We are living on retriggers. We also have another octopus. Surprise. They should just be in the stack over here. Negative, negative. Everything almost is negative. What's the base number of slots? Do we have? 5 not negative dudes. So I'm going to have to sell something good, which is bad. I know the egg boy is not negative. Unless he became negative, who knows? Is there nothing? Just the 2 octopus? What? This guy. I mean, this is madness. We are using, to put it into base game terms, we have a Joker that makes negative tags. But are we, because this guy is also good, right? I mean, I am going to save Scum. I just wanted to see if we have, this guy is also not negative. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just do a save. We need to know what we have. Is that not terrible for a legendary, or am I senile? It's good for setting up so you have the same rank, but we already have 54 8s. I think we're good. I want to keep my octopus. So that's a legendary lightning dog of some description. Apparently in this game. Doing things with making cards the same rank. We have one of these, which is good. We can make more. Or do we just make more? No, that's not the good rock now. Because this, surely with the other rock being like 1400 ships, having the... I mean, maybe playing the retrigger is worth still with the disco effect also. Are we skipping this instead then? And we were set up here, I think. Wait, are we... We don't have the tags. Well, the cool thing here is that this guy has a multiplier if we play 4 of a kind. We have many retriggers. We also have some random stuff that does things that I don't know. But it's basically this guy and retriggers. So it's like we're playing a juiced up AAA, I guess, with a sock. We don't have, we need to set up the Gengars again now, so we need to have... That is 1 Gengar, 2 Gengar. And then we need you on the Crab Man. That's the way to do it. And then we go in, we print the tags. And we have also lots of madness with where we print more cards. So I really don't want more cards, but we're stuck with that. Yeah, you're probably right that Anti-8 is what is designed around, but I haven't played an Anti-8 game in what feels like years now, so I have no idea what that's like. We don't need these, we might need that. So what I'm questioning now is, surely it's better to play the disco card with the retrigger, because in order to play the flower card, we also have to play this, so we only get 3 times for 1 card, but we lose 1 card. So surely they also have the red seals. I mean, that's a question I literally cannot answer because I have no idea where he is. The other Metagross, which would be cool if we had 32 ships, that's going to take 1,000 years. We have 3 rounds. Yeah, because we have the... But we are just debuffing cards as well like this. It's gonna be a problem. I wonder if that turns into a non-debuffed card. I think we're just paying this, and I'm not gonna do the seed cards then, so we can sell that, which is nice to see what happens. Now we're also playing less cards. I should have played a real card. It's not even 4 of a kind actually, so this is not... It's not even going through the guy, so this is going to be terrible. I have to play 4 cards. Thankfully, because we print more cards, we can just do it again. And we still have 3 red seals. We are drawing probably not 1 more looking at that. This is also a cool thing in, like, we have Pokemon that allow us to see what we're going to draw, sort of. Play them in order so we trigger anything. Yeah, you've joined into some kind of stupid madness. It's this guy is the problem. But the first card we play is still going to be turned into a rock, so let's just... We are collecting Jokers as Pokemon essentially. Alright, these have some extra ships also. It is, yeah, it's a masterclass in how to not play the game is the way I'm thinking of it now. I am planning to try a catch 'em all, but I think I have to do that with the blend of Pokemon and normal, because we have to have the like 70 million judgment cards and some way to clone legendaries, which I'm not sure we can do in Pokemon. But that means that we have way more things to gather as well, so it's going to be super insane. It also just... Well, we can now mouse over at least, which is nice. It's going to be less score than last time, because the rock was like critical in the score. Yeah. It was like 110 E's less. We had some evolutions. All the debuffed things are... We have baby Jokers, and they need to be all the way to the right to trigger. That's not the right guy, is it? That's the problem with madness. If there's no reason behind the madness, you can't do the extra madness. It's just going to be random. Egg, just go in here, whatever. I can't keep track of this now, it's impossible. But we might have to... Wait, the debuffs are gone, so it's debuffing 12 per... That's not so bad. We can live with that. So do we want another Sunken? Maybe we do. It's another mod I've never heard of, but that seems fun. Like, with the mods available, most of which I have never heard of, I could probably do content on this for like 5 years. It's insane. Rare? That is basically the Dusk Stone in a dude. It's also kind of cool with people actually watching. It's still not getting into my brain cell that there are actual people watching. Could just be the voices in my head, for all I know. Do we want an Eevee again? Or a Duskull? We have a Duskull now. Surely we must have evolved him at some point. I'm never gonna find him. Here we do. So we have Final Hand. We can make spectral cards. I don't know what we would need spectral cards. It's going to be, I mean, it's going to be a terrible, gotta catch them all. We're going to get, I think we're getting like 3 negative tags per round, so it's not going to be enough, sadly. Could do even like... Now we're basically just picking what do we want in the shop to make negative. We could get your garbage man and another cash man and whatever this guy does. Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic game and just the madness you can do. That's really what makes a good roguelike, in my opinion. Everything has to combine. Even things that should never interact, if they combine in some way, it's just amazing. Get the garbage man, sure. We could now... Do we want to make... Because what I can do here is... I still think the lucky cards are better now because we have some kind of egg boy in here that works with them. But we could make a re-triggered disco wild card that we could then have with the seed cards, but I'm not gonna, like, I can just ignore the seed cards, it's too much. So it's 20 bucks, we can remember that maybe. So because we don't have seeds, what I'm doing is just, we have the negative tags, we roll the shop, we have cash, we can go back. I've heard of Risk of Rain, I've never played it. I basically end up playing roguelikes or role-playing games. And for content I've only done roguelikes so far, and I don't know if I will do anything else. But I am definitely going to go to other games at some point. So that can go on the list for things to check out. We needed one of these. Where's the guy? So this is interesting also because we can actually lower a card. Not that it's gonna matter here. But I guess we just... You can be an ace, you can be a 7, whatever. And then we leave the Eevee in the shop. This should be fine. I don't think I've beansed anything since the last time. And we just dig up, hopefully, a cool rock. It's a cool enough rock. And we want to keep these because they will be nuked. I'm still wondering with the energy card, because energy is cool. That's how we can boost the... like, everything will be better if you energize them. I'm just gonna sell this if we're not doing those. But let's just see again how big this is, because we can play 4 of a kind. Because the way this guy, he should, if played hand is a 4 of a kind, each played card, so the rock also counts, and it's going to have a bigger multi. It's lagging also. So what's that? That's 5.62 multiplier every time it plays. It's not a Disco Rock, so we have a better one we could have played. And these are what, like 3.49, so they are less, but they also have the Disco Aura, so they're pretty good. And we have to play 4 of a kind. It's not fast. I have an animation skip, so we can start using that, I guess. But the worst thing is the lack of double Mega Stone. Imagine what we could do if we had more of those. There's, I mean, at least 4 dudes in the pile that can be Mega Evolved. Many of them are super useful. And then we're going through this. So why is the score so much lower? I don't know what I did. Well, because we had the guy reactivated, right? I know. This is like, this guy is Mega Evolved, so we can use this on only one guy at a time. Yeah, it's exactly that. We have only triggers. I mean, you can live over here, I guess, except I need to remember to not have him there for the boss, because then we will beans him. This guy is more cash, it's amazing. And this guy, I guess he can live like here, so we can find him again. Not all the way left, but most of the way left. So the problem is we can only have that on one thing. If we un-Mega Evolve him, he will make one of the jokers we have randomly negative, and when like I think 68 of them or something are negative, so he's absolutely useless if he's not Mega Evolved. But we could Mega Evolve someone else for way more score, for more retriggers, for that kind of stuff. Like, the Mega Evolutions are probably the strongest thing in this. I guess they would have to be. And we have a negative, like, it's a Pokemon collection. But we have a random man in here, and the random man prints negative eggs, which means even more jokers, which is amazing. I'm just throwing them in here because I've given up on keeping track. But we have a lot of stuff. Did we have one more? No, we have boss now, right? So it doesn't matter now. We can just... I still want to find whatever it's called, the Hanged Man guy. And going into the boss, we also... Oh, we have an Earth Boy in here somewhere. So energy cards, also very useful. Thankfully, we don't have to manually target the guy, because I would never find them. This is good. Can blow up some cards. This can also blow up some cards. Psychic energy. I kind of want to have this in Mewtwo, because the plan is in 1,000 years... I mean, in like 3 weeks at this rate, we can Mega Evolve Mewtwo instead. And then the more energized he is, the more good he would be. Yeah, it's wild. That's why at the start, like, I don't know their YouTube name, but someone on the Discord called K is like the resident Pokemon expert. Sent me a whole list on some of the cool jokers. So I found... I've lost him, but I found this guy in the seed, which is fantastic for score. But once I found Gengar, like, we can just do this instead. And that's just... It's not good, it's awful, it's horrible to play, but it's way more fun. The best man in the universe. Then we have, I don't have that many, I think I have 2 blueprints essentially and 3 with this guy. And then we just have the retriggers for cards, so we don't have a flexible, super cool setup, but it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to see more mods. That's very useful. And it's also literally anywhere I can save time now is fantastic. So now we have a boss, so we don't need you. Wait, are you actually... He is not negative, which is good. That means we can stick him here, because Mewtwo is going to nuke whatever is to the left, which I actually remember for once. And if we stick something that is negative, we lose a slot, which is a bit bad. Smeargle. This guy. Then the other, like, the blueprints are specific. You cannot stick a blueprint on another blueprint, so this only works because I have blueprint on the dude. Then I have a dude pretending to be the metal crab man and another blueprint on him. But now we can go in. Probably. And then I'm just wondering, do you want to see this hand played slowly now that we have the super retrigger on that guy, or should we just speed run it because it's going to be slow? This is a problem also if it's now debuffed all the actual good cards, but it's just... We might have to play debuffed cards. Oh, we don't have to, but... But they should be destroyed if they stay around. We might as well just do this because they're guaranteed to break. Nice. Then we guess we just play... We just play that. We get the Disco Rock, we get 145 Ease. That's not a new Gengar, it's the same one, he just likes to move for whatever reason. But we are like, why did we get 210 Ease earlier? We are way lower now. And now we just have to go back to the... We move you. We have this guy, we have you. We have Zoroark, we have Smeargle, Crabman. Yeah, it's interesting because previously every time Mewtwo made a dude disco, it was also invisible. Now he is apparently visible. The only one that is. I guess he's just more eggs. Perfect. Print more random eggs. That guy is probably the most value. We could get a negative Snorlax. Surely that's cool. That is at $5. We also have 6 consumable slots. Yeah, that's insane. I mean, it has to be something with, like... This guy, just randomly 10 multiplier. Things are changing in here, like... I think it's also... Well, I didn't have red seals on everything. We didn't have... Where's the Super Rock? It's this one. So because the Metagross thing, more ships is more good, that's an insane multiplier. But good luck finding that in the deck of 104 cards. It's unlikely. We have spectral cards in the shop also. Why? I mean... Something in here doing spectral cards, fine. Could also just do this. This is going to make... What if we just make... How about you become dragon? Because we get... This is very cool. Random energy cards. Yeah, I also have no idea how it got to 1.6k ships, but it did. That's a shiny. Plus, I mean, that's also an insane thing to have, but I don't have room for a random shiny dog, unfortunately. I don't know if we need a linking cord for, like, should I even care about looking what we need for because upgrading the dudes, we do have one. That's the hazard card. To get more hazard cards. I mean... Item cards. I think we just go for the Immolate is also actually best in slot here, but I'm going for the Snorlax, and we can get that later. Well, am I already past it? I am past it. But this is going to be one of those impossible to keep track of rounds. Get the egg in. And I'm thinking also, I've already... Alright, it was free up until that point because we have a dude that's free for rerolling. How many rerolls did I do? I have no idea. It's like 3, maybe. Could find the guy in the pile and see how many free rerolls I have. We got the egg. That much I know. It could be the next one. But we check it. We have a dude in the shop that's easy to keep track of. It's after the dude. But I've already accepted that at some point I'm going to miss a week with the video. It's not going to be possible. But with something like this, this can definitely go to Ante 39. I kind of feel like I don't want to. But sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do. But maybe this would be like just a part 1 and we could continue next time. I think we just make these because we can delete cards, which is amazing. We can make another glass card out of those things. We don't reroll because we're looking for a guy. Can make more cards to get rid of. Okay, this should be right. That should also be right. Hopefully we still have enough score. I mean, you'd be surprised how many of the videos I have out that took like 20 hours to record or more. It's just... sometimes it just goes way into insanity levels that should not be possible. Is a debuffed one of those things not going to explode? I don't think I care, but we have a rock. It's not the best rock. But we can play that. And that's a couple of more E's and some lag and stuff. But for the sake of like finishing a video, this is not going to be... It's going to be very hard to do this week, unless I just speed run it offline. Is this still a baby? It is, so he has to be... So is it worth... Honestly, I'm thinking it's better not to evolve him and just get the negative item, but... Could make this not a lucky card, which is nice, because we could boost the... But I still think I want to run the lucky cards now because they are just better with whatever we have else in there. Yeah, negative items, so like a spoon, maybe we can have a spoon printer, that would be nice. The problem, I think, is that because he's a baby, if he's not all the way to the right, he will die in the madness of the pile and he will never evolve. Which maybe some people would like to keep them as babies, but that also means that the re-trigger dude is going to be on that. So I don't know if that's better. I think we get this though, because you will like... I think he has a leftover when he evolves, and he will scale with that. We have more multiplier stuff coming. A random fox. A Diglett. An egg. I mean, at least that guy delivers. But what else do we want? A worm, a bird, the shiny dog. I don't think we can make... We had the... This guy, just get in here. Yeah, the egg is amazing. That's also one of the, like this guy, because we have, I don't know what the chances are normally, but we have increases. So it's 4 in 20, I guess, for every reroll to have a negative egg. And we have Pokédex, so we can have multiple eggs. So that's just another reason why I guess the lucky cards make sense. I don't need the seeds. We definitely need this. That's one of the best cards I could find. Murkrow. I mean, at least I recognize some of these Pokemon. Doesn't really help in the game, but... Should have grabbed the Hangman also. But whatever, we have Immolate now. Duskstone. We get this guy. We get more disco cards. Energize someone randomly. This is amazing also. Because energy is like... This is the way to supercharge things. So where's this guy? So he is energized. Wait, was that for the booster packs? So do we actually get money? We have to try that, I guess. If we energize this guy, he's going to have a bigger multiplier, I think. Let's see if we can find that guy again, because that's an interesting thing to try. I have, of course, no memory where he was, but I can keep track now. This is just free cash. Yeah, I'm assuming it's not going to go into negative money. I've tried that with something else before where it should give me cash back, but it didn't. 32 is where he's at. Let's just try it. It's another good, interesting, stupid interaction. I did say 32, I'm pretty sure. It's a number I also can't pronounce, but I need to know roughly where it is. Another viewer, very cool. Welcome. Is it because I'm playing it horribly? If possible, yeah. So we're going to now get one less negative tag, but we are still going to get the... Oh, this, we need to move. I don't think I can do this still. Like, Smeargle, make a Gengar. Should be like this, but he's now incompatible. Just moving this as well is madness. You need to be on the right side of... Because if this is wrong, it's game over. This, there we go. So... I mean, would you keep... How much sanity would you keep? I've already given up trying to keep track. I want to just blast this, but I don't want to... I mean, I am going to lose the few cards that I want to keep. So I guess we're waiting. What does this do again? Silver Seal, item cards. That's not bad. But that means that going for the mad place or the good place. So this is the perfect strategy where I gave up going for score or whatever, we're going for just a madness pile. I just try to keep whatever we need is like on the sides. It's really the only strat. Do we want to make more of like... We could make another Disco Rock. I guess that's not the worst shout. Play this. 4 of those. Should have used the silver seal. And there's just evolutions and stuff. Oh, we got the... this is actually important. If he evolves, we have a double scoring mechanism, maybe. I mean, they are free. I guess we're not gonna... No, it doesn't give us cash, but we have everything as freest and good. But we could re-trigger this guy for more items. That's also good. The problem is that I still can't get multiples of the same item, but I guess we can keep items that we don't want. Yeah, free is good. Free is fantastic. We can do this also. This is... Are we also adding ships to the rocks? 1548. We are. Something in the pile also boosting the rocks. But it's like, this is gonna be whatever rock I find. I can't keep track of that. And now it's also boss time. So we move. You need to be here for Mewtwo reasons. You need to be on that. And you're just gonna be whatever, right? Do we just stick that? I think we stick that on just a random octopus or something instead. Or 17 multiplier. Gengar, Smeargle, not you. Not you. This guy. Gengar, Smeargle. I mean, this is just trying to keep track of the dudes so we can do stuff and things. Because I don't remember all the details, but we have... Really, it's a Mewtwo thing here. Did we evolve? I think we have... We have a Rhydon for sure in here. That's re-triggering cards in hand. We could re-trigger steel cards now also. But we have a Rhydon, like I'm sure we do. Which is working with rocks, because that's the last build I played. And I think he evolves with the cord, which means we can get a... whatever the boosted version of that guy is. Which will also re-trigger rocks, which is more good. Because we do have... Do I want to use it on you? Remember that... I'm not gonna remember that we have another one. But where is this guy? How are we ever going to find... There he is. Stone cards gain ships. We are re-triggering cards many times, like 4 or 5 times. We can stick this on in the brain cell of that guy. Never find him again, but like whatever, have him somewhere here. I have too many things. We could just do this, actually. We can evolve the other guy also. Yep. And get an Alakazam, whatever he's called. We also need a Dawn Stone for something else, which I'm not gonna remember. More eggs. Get in the pile. Who do we want to energize? I think it's still going to be best to go on this guy, because that's like the scoring thing. And I'm assuming he's just in the wrong order. Going to have to handle that when we go into the boss. I wish I kept track of how many eggs we have, but like the amount of eggs, because it's just a fairly high chance on a reroll, like it's an absolutely insane card. Or do we just... I think we actually... We can't energize you right now, we can't. Where is... We can energize him for more ships on the stone cards, which is quite fun, but we could also... Didn't I put him over here somewhere? This is... There he is. This is becoming unplayable. We can score... We can ramp up that guy when we have... Whenever he evolves. And I guess we also just reroll now for spectral cards. They're quite useful. Did I buy a second Sunkern? I think I did. So we need a Sunstone. We need many of the evolution stones. I think we had also... Like I've gone past this. Oh yeah, we have this also. Stone cards are face cards. Stone cards give multiplier. So that also helps. Like, stone cards are actually becoming like part of the... Not you. There was an egg. There was a... What is it called? Miss something. Can I just scan for an M? Is that doable? It's a Marowak. And the pronunciation of all these Pokemon will vary. I'm never gonna get it right. Already accepted it, also don't really care. Hopefully it's funnier. There's a bunch of dudes in here. I'm looking for a ghost. How do we find a ghost? How is this guy still 3 rounds? There we go. It's not a... It's already evolved. We don't need the Duskstone. Perfect. You get 30 bucks out of it though. Should have actually used the rock when we had the double energy card as well, because that's very strong. This also, again, because Kay told me, this is the this guy, which is a retrigger. That's a brainstorm. But I don't have... I have 5 or something jokers that are not negative. I want to use an Ankh. That's a good way to end it, honestly. But like, we could sell one of these guys, but this guy, since if it's always going to be the rightmost card, like I can't sell the Gengar. That's insane. We could sell an Octopus because we can use this to re-trigger an Octopus. So that's the big brain move. How many Octopi do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. They used to be 4, all the way up 5, I think. Okay, we can maybe spare an Octopus. I'm also gonna write down that I have 5, so I know. It's 5. It's like shopping off. Imagine he had 5 tentacles left and we used 1 more and he's down to 4. He's perfectly balanced. Assuming he had 8 from the start. Five, whatever he's called, Octopus. But this is always the case. I mean, sadly we can only stick them on the same dude now, but we have another blueprint, like... It's always better to have that for some flexibility. This is also, like, why can I not just use it? Now it's stuck in the shop. Come on, game. Can we just leave it? We're playing with an Ankh now. Onk. I don't know how to pronounce that either. And we need to do the setup here properly. So do we now? We have... Is one of these guys enough? I don't know. Actually, we moved a Smeargle. Yes, we did. On a Pineco. That's not right. You need to be here. You are fine there. This is not fine. Where are my octopi? Here they are. Can just sit here. The game is not having a good time. What do we have here? We have... Oh, whatever. Let's just throw away some cards. So the way I think the dudes in the hand work is that these will get nuked at the end of the round. Hopefully that's true, because we need less cards. Now we have a problem though. We don't have a rock. I think I can live with one of these becoming a rock. Is it then still 4 of a kind? I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna do this also. Because we can do a seal. Let's just see what happens. It might just explode. It's not enough. Random debuffs every hand. That's a lot of debuffs. We have a lot of some kind of guy. Right. Now we just play some cards and... So I think we need maybe a rock to live. Or is Onyx... Maybe he doesn't make a rock the next time. Let's just see. Yeah, this might be a problem. Now we're fine. Some evolutions and stuff. But we also like... This is now permanent. One of these guys is making more cash than the others. You can... That's insane. That's also very strong. Okay, well, I think there is an easy fix for this, hopefully. Unless it stays in the main menu. Okay, we did load back in at least. Thankfully, that's never guaranteed. And now again, we need to look for something useful. We also need to really go in and below demolate so I can get more of them. I think we just do it. How many red seals do we lose? I'm betting on 2. 1. I can live with that. And I mean, this is going to like... I mean, we can probably do that again. Break it. The club. We can smack 10 ships on a card. It's actually laggy now. I'm wondering if I'm just filling up my hard drive or something. Egg. Nice. Many egg has happened. This is still better than nothing. Did we evolve? We did not. 1 round. It's bad. Pink seal, better than no seal. Look at this guy. Is that from Mario Kart or is it from somewhere else? That's the only way I know it from. Or people just like eggs. Did we have... I don't think I care about the evolutions anymore. It's too much. The problem is that we might... This is the way it always ends up going, is that we will need them at some point for score. And if I haven't done it all now... I mean, $50 is still fine. But what, do we want another free reroll man? And I have 2 of those already also. This guy, he will... We can't have him in the pile, he's destroying things, that's not good. Another Dusk Stone. The entire Joker pile, 83 Jokers, again worth 0 Balatro dollars. 29 is good. The Disco Man. We can maybe land the Eevee, honestly. Let's just do that. It's another one I assume people like. And that was 30 bucks even. It was 29 bucks. Or 30, yeah. So how do we do this now? You can do that still. We have... But these guys, like... This is why the other Smeargle is here, right? But we can live with him being like that for one round, even if it's less. Or can we not do that? I think we need the negative tags now to land, so we're just gonna do this instead. Gengar, Smeargle, Gengar, Gengar. Where is the guy for score? Here. And then we need you. This is such a mess to play. You. Gonna be like... Smeargle, Metagross is what we need. Because I can't... It's tricky that he's only on the right side. I think Eevee is one of the... We now get 4 tags. Because you can look on, if you Google Balatro Pokermon and Eevee, you will find the wiki for it, and it actually has all of them. I don't remember what they do, but that's one of the Pokemon I remember actually existing on there. I wonder if I have to start playing multiple hands now to make more rocks, because we don't have enough rocks. I think that's gonna have to be it. So if I play 5 of a kind, we can make some more rocks. Because there's so many evolutions that there's no way I would know even one of them. So if we want to make an Eevee, that's something that people actually want. I think we just play this one, honestly, that's fine. We have an actual thing we can play. I also just need to get rid of whatever stuff I have in here. I'm keeping this specifically because I think Snorlax likes it. And we can do Snorlax on the boss if I remember. This. I'm gonna keep the Eevee here because we have so many options. What is that, the breedable thing? I have heard of that, probably. Look at this, like this, if they are negative Tauros. Extremely unlikely, but you can find more of those guys. Like 4 in 15 is not bad. We need to be careful with Eevee now though, because we have to evolve it into what we want now, because I am going to just randomly use a consumable egg, and we will beans the Eevee. Honestly, maybe the egg is what will take this to like 200 jokers. You just literally just spend it all. It's going to be all on the cash then. So we just, if we focus entirely on cash and egg, we can make it. 6, I mean, that's also, what a terrible card. She's gonna be in here. So which Eevee do we want? And also which card here should I sell, because they aren't... Not very good cards. Let's just nuke it. Not bad. And we can nuke 2 more. Perfect. I saved it on accident. Perfect. Or am I going to actually have to look at them? I know there is one that adds ships to cards. I think it's... Actually, Leafeon is with lucky cards and we gain hand size. That could be insane. I can look at it. I have more screens. I do have a Discord. It's not in the description of this yet, but it will be. Yeah. It's gonna be Tauros all up in here. Oh yeah, we have more negatives we can make also. That's free cash. This is good. And we can do... I mean, it's better to save the spoon for when we find the double energy card. If we find it. But also just going through the shop, I have no idea what I'm looking for. It's tricky. Yeah, but which one is that? Almost sold the Mega Stone. We just sell this and get another one of these. Oh yeah, that could be, if we have all one of the same card, I mean, that could be cool. It does not feel like we will get to that point. It's just going to be, like, this is a mess. And it will remain a mess for a long time. This is also insane. This is one of the things. So, there was I played this seed like 3 weeks ago or whatever. There has been a patch in between. This is one of the guys I was told of in the cool wall of text with all the info. Because he's going to be able to print energy and all sorts of cool stuff. I had him in Ante like 4 last time. Now he's in 25, but sure, we're getting that guy. 38. Also Disco Rhyhorn. It's going to be expensive. Problem now with the EV is I may have already have used the stone, and I don't remember which one. It's going to be just a random EV. It was a dusk stone I used. Okay, good. We may not have a... We might just go the copy-paste one, because that's going to add ships to cards. It's actually sort of relevant. And I said 38, I think. More Hangman is more good. We need the new cards. Tauros, and it should be the next one. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, 38, good. I don't know how many we re-trigger in hand though, but we are re-triggering some stuff in hand. Okay, so we have to move you. You can be here, I guess. Gengar. You're also Gengar. You are Gengar. I think this is correct. I don't see the point of this guy. Right, there's only on one hand first, that's why. Makes sense. Why has the... Do we have another... We got one other one egg, maybe I don't even know anymore. Or if I just save scummed back and we didn't do the... Whatever it was anymore, the card for that guy. We have the Disco Rocks, which is nice. Can actually fit in a... It's good enough, we can just... do a nuke also. While we're drawing cards that we don't want to play anyway. We have 2 of these. We have stuff and things. We have... So I was thinking, well, we need just 1 more round for him. This is a long time still. So what is this now? It's 1542. I can't see because the game is having a bad time. Who's making more leftovers? I'm asking like if I'm ever going to figure it out, but what happened to the Eevee? It's still an Eevee. I did not beans the Eevee. Good. Evolves with an upgrade. Can sit like around here, whatever. I might remember that he exists. Tauros. Okay, we need to throw some kind of stone at Eevee. Dusk stone. Also dusk stone. It's very nice to hear, thank you. Egg. I literally have no idea what it takes to reach further on YouTube or however you want to say it, but like there's enough, like I get almost only positive feedback, which is fantastic. Why are there no stones? Oh, actually we have stones. But not the ones that count. I have literally everything. We could make a Sylveon, I don't think that's the one we want. I think we want grass or water, right? Moonstone would be an Umbreon. And it's boss time now, I think. Yeah, so we don't get more negatives. Disco need a run. Another rock with that maybe, because these are just, I mean they can energize but I need to target them. An ectoplasm, this, okay, so we can now make one of the things that are not negative, you make negative, and then we actually have room for one thing of our choice. Surely that's not gonna be bad. Yeah, so Leafeon sounds good to me. Something became negative, I don't know or care what. We needed this for something. Like I'm trying to keep track of the ones that are actually important. Upgrade also is very important. But where is the... We have a ripe here. I think we had a Rhydon also. We do. Okay, that's insane. We can get double. Because look at this beefy boy. Stone cards gain ships. We re-triggered them 4 times because we have many earth dudes. And because we have so many cards. Yep, no idea. I mean, you could slow it down maybe. But the good thing with that, he also scales with the amount of earth jokers we have. So if we find the orbs that I have completely ignored that turn people into earth boys, we could literally make 93 earth jokers and imagine the retriggers. We want another ectoplasm. I don't even know what my hand size is, but we can bring that. Because we could turn all of them too, that's also part of the mod. But still no... I don't want to say stone Eevee, but that's... that's what we're looking for, I guess. Let's just go for a run. Okay, so then now we need to do... We need to have... Not the negative here. We need to have... This is becoming... Where are the octopi? Surely there is one U. Perfect. See, this is why streaming is good, because I didn't look at my hand size. I don't think I've looked at my hand size in the last 2 hours, but it's good to know. Thank you. So now we can't use you here. Need to move you. Don't want to have Smeargle here. We don't want to have you here either. We want to have Metagross, Smeargle, you. That is the good one. Except I want to do... If he ever is going to evolve, we need to do this. And then we need to have you on that. And we need to have the other Smeargle on something that actually works. Yeah, but it's still, someone is doing it. That's nice. This is because Mewtwo, which he's in here somewhere, like... Leftmost Joker will be destroyed and made polychrome. So I can't make a negative dude polychrome. That ruins the whole setup. Okay, we have 11 hand size. Something here became negative. Realistically this guy. Because we bought that guy, I actually know which one became negative. Because I think if he evolves, he scales with these, and we can also build a big, beefy Snorlax boy. We have a rock. It's not the best rock. But it's maybe the rock that will have to do. And as really the debuff dude still not evolved, that's also insane. Wait, he has evolved, he's just still the same problem. Multiplier on cards, debuff cards, steel cards or glass cards. We could actually... I mean, I kind of committed to not selling dudes, but we might still have to sell a dude. Yeah, this is going to be way less score because we're not re-triggering the guy. Is Munchlax going to evolve finally? He is. Cool. Tillery, you can go back here. He's gaining 0.2 multiplier, but we have 4 of these. This is also good. We can energize this guy. And now we can go back to... Well, we need to... Wherever the EV is now. You can be over here again, so we know where you are. Trubbish is not evolving. Eevee, right. Look for stones. I don't even remember that the packs are free, but... We're making way less cash also, and I don't really know... Or maybe I'm just spending more, honestly. I don't think we want... I don't think we want all of these either, but... No space. This will be the last Ante for now. I think I'm gonna call it after. Guess I should just sell all of these also because more egg. It's nice. We also have room for stuff. I mean, I don't even know what a long stream is, but what is this? It's not bad. But we don't want to destroy, we're collecting more jokers. This is what we need for... I'm glad I remember that, at least if I can ever find him. More energy limit means we can boost the Pokemon to be better, which is... Can we double? No, we can't. Would have liked to. Waterstone. I think we're just doing that because we're never going to find... If I can find the Discord, I can. Well, there we have it. If anyone else wants to jump in, you're welcome. Being made into something nice and cool, hopefully. I mean, I wish that worked, but I don't think it... Or does it work? It is... It says only one Joker per Megastone. Can we technically have 2? Item or energy card. It's not an item card. It's a spectral... Right, I see. Tauros is just gonna... Come back when you're as cool as an egg. Any cards? We don't have a dragon. We have electric boys. We have water boys. We could have a starter. More hands. We could have a random... A ghastly. Sadly, the chance to explode quite high. But sure. Live in the pile. Linking cord just seems to be good for... I think I'm gonna just stack those for Snorlax. But what do we want in terms of Jokers? Because we can, through the power of save scumming, sort of choose. Shiny Oddish. Actually seeing shinies. We have room also now. Why not? We get another pack, which is free because of the thing that we picked up before. That was a genius move. I'm assuming we can't re-trigger that, but that's still cool. I think we have a fairy in here somewhere. I want to try that guy, honestly, see what he does. 25 bucks. Is this before or after Waterstone? What did I sell? I used it. So we buy the shiny. Pick you in here because we need to do the... We need to juggle everything again. Was it 24? I think it was. I'm gonna double check because I don't... No, it's 20... After 24. Cool. I know I have a sunflower. Right, we need to evolve the other guy. But that's the way to make more money. Is the evolved one energized? It is. Not fully, but... That's not bad. Okay. Then you get out. Where's Gengar? But this works. You should have the other Smeargle, that's fine. You're good, you're good. I have no idea if we have 98 E's with only one retrigger on that guy. Still a while until we have 2. But we need to try. Well, we might as well do this also. Just randomly stick it into a guy, whatever. Oh, yeah, we're looking for a rock. That's what we're doing, because... If I come back to this, how am I ever going to remember what any of these things do? What we need? Seems impossible. So we don't have that many rocks, which is sad. I mean, we could make more rocks. What if we do this instead? Can we make more rocks? Because the reason for playing the 8s... No, the rock disappears, right. Yep, it's a very, very slow way of playing the game. We're making more dudes. And I think this might have to be... the first time I do a video in 2 parts, because this is it's gonna be too much. We have a rock coming, which is cool. Oh yeah, that's the babies not having a good time. The game is also not having a good time. So it's not the biggest rock, but it's a good enough rock it will have to do. Now we can play an actual hand. It's going to be enough ease. And then things happen in the pile, nobody really knows what. That was 100% the Ghastly that died, because it had a 4 in 6 chance to explode. Wanted to try him with the Dusk Stone. There is now, I don't know where I put the EV, like it's in here, but we have a Vaporeon. Wow. Ships on cars. Go in here, you're never going to evolve. We have more packs, we have an egg, fantastic. We also have room, so if you see anything you really want, we can just sort of slam it in the pile. We also need this on the Snorlax. I mean, this is also not a problem, but I keep thinking, I know I have a Snorlax, I know he's one of the few things that wants this type of energy. We can boost him, it will be better. But it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna do it anyway, if I can ever find him. This is why it takes forever. Like, that's meaningless. A Diglett, I think we have a couple of those that can merge into the other guy. These do so little that I'm just gonna get rid of them. Can just energize him again. I think we can go for a... Like, realistically, we can probably get to the end. We did get 100, nice. I didn't even realize, as usual. Hanged Man, perfect. We have a Sunstone, I think that's for the wherever he is. That's the other one. I mean, if we could, like, organize them by letter or something, that would be nice, but... Don't know what mod can do that. Tauros is back in forever. Okay, this is also critical because that's for the other super cool guy that... Right, I need to have room in the pile because we are now creating things. If we just sell this to have space. I'm gonna do first some card nuking. Very nice. Then we find him again, of course we do. Oh yeah, I could have used that because we have room, but... Disco dude. Well, I kinda rate this guy because we get free rerolls. We will never find the other man ever again. We can have another Eevee. No, we can't because it's immune to the negative. Could have one anyway. That's a natural negative. That's just a free dude. Amazing. More ectoplasm is technically more good, but I don't know where we are at because we don't have the... We could have bought the other Eevee and made a... Yeah, that we have a plan, sort of. Where are we? Where are we? Can buy you. We now need a grass leaf stone. Or we could have double water dude. I think we are getting random items out of something, so... Could get that. We could just get... That's actually quite a big multiplier considering what we have. And we also have... There are many baby Pokemons in the pile not having a good time. And they can only evolve if they are all the way to the right, and it's impossible to do. So we could just have... But that's going to ruin everything else. It's just... I like that when we have 102 Jokers, it's a decent chunk of multiplier. Yeah, but it's only good in this specific ultra stupid setup. Could have been chilly if I was from a place that used that a lot. That is 23 bucks in. I think we just go for that, honestly. This is nice. Another one. The thing is that we're not going to evolve the other, but it's also not gonna matter if we have so many dudes multiply, like 23, I think I said. Or are you proposing like a challenge where I, for every Pokemon, I also eat a ghost pepper or something like that? I don't know what the total amount of Jokers is if we have normal dudes also, so it's almost calling them normal Pokemon. Save this, get this. Should be 23 bucks. Just gonna double check because I don't trust myself anymore. I don't trust my brain. It's been nuked quite a lot. No, we're good. Okay, so now Porygon is printing just energy cards, which I'm not gonna target anything, I'm just gonna use all of them. And we get some cool stuff. I think we needed this for something I don't remember. Hangman is nice. Like last I looked we had 120 cards. We have more. Not gonna... You cannot sit here though, because we need this. Yes, we do. And then we need to sacrifice. Someone has to become a Ditto. And Ditto is interesting if we make it an octopus, but I don't think I'm gonna this time. Because we can break the octopus and have it live forever. It's not one of the cool rocks. Can actually view them properly as well, nice. I think we just do this again, we play some more. I don't think that works with Eevee, but I'm not gonna gamble. Can't really use a -3, we can if we get Sylveon though, or Leafeon, whichever one it was. Is that gonna be enough? Yes, it is. I wanted to just play through, find a rock, use the rock. But we're getting a stupid multiplier now, probably. It's also this cat and one more. We have so many dudes, it doesn't even list them all. But it's like we have a couple of guys that are trying. Yeah. And we get like a random caterpillar. We get this thing. So now the question is now, do we re-trigger this guy with all the or do we just go all in on the Everstone? Like, because it's somewhere between I mean, even at 1.5 times 104, that's a big multiplier. Psyduck. This guy is going to he's going to just explode and make seed cards. I don't want seed cards. I think we leave him out. But we need the stone. And I would like the stone. I should check these also. It's just good to know if there's anything cool in here. They are free anyway. Egg again, perfect. We also need to be careful now because something is becoming a Ditto. This is nice also. So this is how I made the double Gengar last time. But we can stick this between... You put one Pokemon on each side, it's going to be a baby of one of those. So we could make... We could split it between the two retriggers. But then again, we need to sell something to make space. Do we just sell the Eevee? Maybe we do. I have literally no idea what else I can sell. And I'm not gonna look for it. Is he over here somewhere? We get an Eevee some other time. It has to be on one of the sides. Like, I don't think I just dumped it in the middle, did I? I could, but we don't have a super hand size. That's insane. Also, use an energy card, get an energy card. Need to remember that. There we go. I think we have to sell you because I have to do this. And then we have to get you. Where's the you? And shuffle the guys. So now it is... So it has to be... It's going to be a retrigger dude. The egg needs to survive. And now we have a big problem for the boss, because these guys only reactivate what's on this side. I can't reactivate anything on that side because it will die. Could also maybe we can just re-roll away the boss, honestly, that's the solution. Okay. Yeah, problem solved. Okay, cool. So Gengar, you don't do anything here. So we get just the Everstone. It is compatible, it is just another Everstone. The dark Everstone, nice. Smeargle. You can sit back. Where's the other Smeargle? That is correct. Okay, so we have many stones. I only have 9 hand size. It's supposed to be 7. I mean, that's fine, right? Also, I really don't like the dude that's debuffing so many cards. It's a bit of a problem, but if I've committed to playing with the mess of a pile, why would I stop? I don't know. I mean, I am honestly going to have to split this in 2 videos if I'm going to play this all the way. So it will be like 100 something this week, and then we can... Like, we will get on average between 6 and 8 per ante, so we can calculate the final if we care to calculate the final. That's a good number to aim for. We have rocks coming, so if we don't play, we play 3. It's not gonna matter with this, right? It's just going to be a billion score. The game is struggling. It's actually less score. Well, we'll see how this goes. Maybe this is just terrible. 39 is the final. We could mod our way beyond 39 if we want. Okay, it's pretty good. Still don't know if it's better than the... We might have so many octopi that it's just... I wonder who's not being given credit. We have so many octopi that it's probably better to retrigger. You need to go here. It's just an octopi, right? Yes. Okay, I think we leave it here because this is insane. But we'll see, there will be a video on Sunday is the plan. And then I'm planning to stream more. I don't know right now how much time I have, but I will try to announce it when I have time. And hopefully we can do more mad stuff like this. Maybe he hasn't even evolved because we haven't played to whatever he wants. I mean, I need to not use discards 4 times. It's not that hard to evolve. But thank you for watching. It's very nice to actually have some people to hang out with. It's a big difference. And I'll see you around for more.